Hello and welcome to the Bets Run Coach YouTube channel. Today, myself and 4 other runners are heading over to Preston to take on the Preston Fast 5K. Now, it's a new 4-race series introduced this year by Preston Harriers, and it takes place at UCLan Sports Centre. Me and Adam, who you'll see on the video, both did this race in April, and it was so good that we had to come back and do it again. There's 2 races, there's a sub-18 race and there's an over-18 race, and all of our runners today, including myself, are going to be in the over-18 races. That's where our ability is at the moment. So the course is 250 metres to the finish line, and then it's a full 3 laps around the cycle track course. It's flat, it's fast, and I think there's potential for some quick times to be run on there. So with 1 race completed in the series so far, we have course records of 15:38 by Lincoln Brown of Preston Harriers and Catriona Brown of Aldershot in 17:02. Will those records be broken today? Training's been going well, everyone's been progressing, and I really truly believe that everyone's in shape to run a PB tonight. We're obviously transitioning to summer training now, which is more speed-based stuff to get that bottom end of the 5k speed a little bit tighter. So without further ado, let's go and meet our runners.
Jason Walsh, PB, 27:26. Loves an easy run with an average heart rate of 185. If you want Strava kudos, he's your man. Recently got a newfound hunger for the game. It's time for a big PB, and he knows it.
You chuffed? Not really.
Meet the brother, Mickey Walsh, PB, 27:40. This lad was born to run, as long as it's not too cold, raining, or too hot. But will he be able to take the heat tonight in a battle of the brothers? Adam Appleyard, PB, 21:55. One thing's for sure, he loves the grind. He can hustle a good time here and there, but his real talent lies in cooking, and he'll need to be cooking tonight if he wants to beat his best from 1 month ago at this very ground. Expect Bullen to try and shop action from the gun, and don't blink, you might miss it.
Yeah, but my PB's 2019.
Danny Betts, no stranger to the game, with a Blackpool medal meet entry in 2009. He ain't got a Scooby what his 5k PB is. Such a good job I do. He loves a cross-country racing track spikes, but he can't afford to slip up tonight if he wants to get into the best run record books and be proper naughty. And then there's me, Coach, Governor, PB of 17:32 since the club began. But he's had his time in the sun. He knows how it works. He's got one thing on his mind tonight, and that's a big win. And a ticket to the A race in July. It's all on the line.
Why did you do it?
How was Coach Betts programmed your training ahead of the race?
Done.
Yeah, he's been alright, been good.
We'll see it tonight.
Yeah, find out the results in a bit.
Right, so I'm going to talk you through our warm-up. So I'll have done a 5 to 10 minute easy run before this. Now getting into my racing shoes. And Zach managed to catch me doing a few exercises. So this is an A-walk with a heel raise. This is more like a dynamic drill, getting your feet and calves in that sort of range of motion and activated. This is hamstring sweeps. Again, just a bit of range of motion, just getting the body just moving and grooving a little bit more. And then after this, we're going to move into more like plyometric-based sort of explosive exercises, really, to get you properly firing. So this is a variation of an A and a B skip. If you want to have a look at what they are, have a look in the link in the description. I am going to go through this, though, in a separate video with a warm-up routine. Then move into some strides here. I'm doing some high knees, nice and simple. But yeah, we'll do some strides, free strides, something like that. And yeah, let's make our way over to the start of the race, eh?
You smashed that tank. Just try and get. I just honestly wouldn't go too quick off those laps, to be honest. So.
I'll give you some time.
So our main athlete featured today is the one and only Dan Betts, who is literally a Betts Run original. He started the club with me and my cousin running reps around Housing Estates, and his running journey has led to this very point. So he started his running journey almost a year ago to the day with a 21:48 at the Power of 5k in May 2025. As he's progressed through the winter, he's had ups and downs with his training, but he's found his way out of the other side, and he ended up running a 20:30 in Tameside in March, so knocking a huge chunk off his 5k. before running a 43.19 at Pulford 10k in the same month, which was a massive PB for him over the 10k. And today's the big one for him. It's the first realistic go at trying to break 20 minutes for 5k, which is a milestone to be celebrated. Now, training was going really well in the build-up to this, so I was confident that he'd get there or thereabouts. Also keep an eye out for Ellen Hesketh as well, who is partner of Dominic Walton, Turkey Bagels, the legend on the channel who features regularly. And she is also going for a sub 20-minute clock in as well today, postpartum. She's got a PB of about 18:56, but in her new era as a mother, it will be interesting to see if she can break that barrier as well. And hopefully Dan can cling on to her. Hopefully she can drag him round for that target time today. Without further ado, let's get into the action.
Go on, Danny.
Oh. I didn't even see that. Sorry.
When I did it last time.
Not doing that again.
Right, so the results are in. How many people managed to PB in the race? Well, we're about to find out. Well, I managed to cross the line in first place in a new season's best of 17:49 and a 43-second improvement from April. Obviously, I've run a lot quicker than this in my prime, but I've tried as best I can to reset my PBs just so it's a little bit more fun. So my PB since starting the club is 17:32, so I'm not too far away from PB in July. Really happy with the race. And then we have Ellen, who did manage to break 20 minutes tonight, so she'll be really chuffed with that. 19:40, so well inside. Then it's Dan in 34th place. Did he manage to break 20? I'm afraid not this time, but he was close. 2012 on the night and an 18-second improvement. So that's a big PB for him as well. I think he'll be a little bit gutted to not go under, but it's coming, and hopefully in July he'll be there or thereabouts. Then it was Adam in 44th, 10 positions down on Dan, and he ran a massive 44-second PB improvement from just 1 month ago, 21:11 on the night. Absolutely brilliant running. I didn't think he had that much of a PB in him in just 1 month, but he's absolutely smashed it. Jason Walsh, and this is where the big improvements come, 58th, 24:46 on the night, which is a 2-minute 40-second improvement on his time, so well done, Jason. And his brother Mickey in 61st, 25:48 on the night, which is a 1-minute 52-second personal best. So overall we've got 4 PBs, 2 seasons best from myself and Ellen. What a night of racing. Congratulations everybody. Right, so from a racing perspective, I felt like everybody went off a lot more controlled in the first mile, which is something we've been working on in training, but it was nice to actually see it being executed by people. They held back for the first mile and then had something to push on with further into the race. And I do think that's partly the reason why everybody ran a PB tonight. It's just their racing brain was a little bit more on point, really. Man of the match performance has got to be Adam. I really wasn't expecting him to knock another 44 seconds off his time from like a month ago.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, relatively. I was hoping just under, but there's always another race in there, so we'll see.
It was already a big PB for him the previous month, so to then go and take all that time off again, and it was probably the first time for himself that he didn't go off like a complete maniac in the first mile. So again, I think that's what helped him push on to a good PB. I just like to see that people are learning from each race and developing, and I think he really did well in that race, so well done, Adam. Assessment of my own race, I think I was pretty chuffed with the way I handled the race today. I started off, again, conserved in that first mile. I was down in about sort of 6th place. Felt really relaxed in the first mile, kind of let everybody in front of me do their own thing, let people make the mistakes in front of me and then sort of capitalise on it as the race developed, really. So first mile I really held back. It still would have been my quickest mile in the race, but it wasn't sort of 30 seconds quicker than the rest of the race. It was maybe, 2-3 seconds quicker than sort of the average time. And then I was able to really push on then, and I just moved through the race. I got into 4th by about lap 1.5 and then moved into 3rd. And then before I knew it, the leader was right in front of me as well. What I wasn't expecting, though, is as soon as I got myself into the lead, there was then another runner behind me that had just started to surge that I had no anticipation was going to do that. So I thought I had the run in the bag, and then I looked behind me and there's a Preston Harrier kicking on. So it was a little bit of panic stations. I've never done a race before where there's been a videographer filming it as well, and that adds a whole new pressure to it because you're thinking, I can't slip up here. I've got to get it over the line. So yeah, but it was good fun, and it did probably give me an extra gear, to be fair, in that last sort of 150 metres because I knew that was being filmed. But I managed to get the win. I was really chuffed with the way I executed it. 44-second improvement. I can't complain there, really. I was looking back at some of my old races, when I was running PBs 5-6 years ago, and they all came from when I was able to control myself in that first mile and move through the race. So there's a lot to be learnt from that. It's definitely something I'm going to be using as I develop and get quicker over the summer. All the music that you've heard in today's video is my own music, so if you'd like to check out my own writing and my own tunes, then I'll leave the links in the description. Special thanks to Preston Harriers for putting on such a great event. And after this video comes out, there'll be one more race left in the series in July. Big shout out to Bold Media for coming down and doing the filming of the event. I think he did a great job of capturing everybody's races and all the drama that unfolded. And a big thanks to Don Walton as well, obviously friend of the channel. He got some extra videos and bits and bats and just supporting the team in general. So racing for the rest of the summer, like I said, we're going to be aiming for that July race. We'll have a few races in between, different trail races. I do want to get a few of them doing a track race as well, but there's an extra bit of nerves that comes with doing track races, I feel, and it's quite hard to persuade people to do them. But I'm going to try my best to get my spikes back on and do some track racing this summer as well. And there's plenty of interviews, there's plenty of training footage, race footage coming up over the summer as well, so keep your eyes peeled. Do hit that subscribe button if you don't mind, and we'll see you for the next one. Thank you very much.